Hey everybody, it's Laura. Just popping in for a chat. This is Black and White Heart Tarot and Adventure. Hope everybody's having a good week, and thanks for viewing my channel. It's very random. Sometimes it seems like I'm still getting a lot more views from my shorts videos, which is fine. My message gets out there regardless. I would love to get subscribers who would come over to the full-length video side, but I am thankful nonetheless, and hopefully the community keeps growing. Okay, anyone who is interested in the message is welcome. Hopefully it helps you or gives you a laugh or just makes you feel happy to be part of what I would like to be a friendly community, okay? Online community. So thanks to everybody. Okay, a couple things before I get started, because I like to talk about not only the messages, but also things that I use, like, and just different things that anyone might be interested in. I have, for the ladies, or whoever likes lip gloss, I shouldn't say ladies, I guess everything's, I don't know what the proper words are, fluid right now, okay? So anyway, I don't really know much about this brand, but I like this little lip oil. I only use it usually like in the morning or just every once in a while. I feel like, yeah, anyway, it's called Roller Glaze, and it's by, I think it's called Lottie or Loti from London. Don't judge my nails, they're never done. Okay, it's a roller. So yeah, it's called a lip oil, so it's not a gloss. That's cute, I like that. So today we are using, or not just today, but a lot of times I'm using the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. That's the tarot cards I use. And because I'm still learning, it came with a guidebook, which is why I actually chose it, because I can refer to the cards in here. But I am going to get some cards that actually have all of it on the card, so hopefully I can get the message out to quicker, and it will help me memorize them more, possibly. Got a lot of stuff going on all the time, so, and I won't have to read so much out of a book. Okay, so that's my next purchase. And then we're using Witching Hour Oracle for the oracle messages. And then when I was getting ready for the reading, I chose one card just flew out. Little daily doses of wisdom mushrooms. Okay, just so you guys know what I'm using. All right, set these over here. Okay, so what I was thinking about today was so many different things, but mostly how let me first say that if anyone's going through anything hard relationship wise, and I don't just mean partners, I mean family, friends, relationships that are draining and difficult. First of all, let me say, been there many times, and I know how hard it is, and I really, really do feel, I send encouragement and also just know I feel for you, and I don't feel sorry. I don't like to use that word, but I feel for you, and I hope things get better for you. Okay, been there before. But the message or the thoughts that I was thinking was how draining it can actually be to your body, to your soul, to your mind, to your looks, to your financial. It just drains everything from you. I secondary message goals. I've talked about that before. Now I am a Virgo. We do set goals naturally. It is part of the sun sign. If any of you are into that, so we can be pretty, when we can be strict. We can set goals and follow through with them. I would highly recommend it. Let me just let it one thing flow into the other. So the reason why I'm bringing up goals second is because anyone that watches my channel, I've been through multiple relationships and breakups, okay? Really, really, really devastating ones where I've had to just put some things in a car and leave with nothing, okay? So there's been many times I've been all the way at rock bottom and just climbed my way back up again because I don't believe in quitting. I'm not saying I wasn't down bad multiple times before, but I just have the personality to keep going. Okay, I'm fortunate with that. I know some people struggle more so with that, and so that's where the goals come in. So anyway, these relationships can drain you so badly until you just don't even feel like anything but a shell of your former self. Okay. I mean, when I look back at pictures of myself during certain relationships, I can see how the life was just draining out of me. I just looked dull. Like everything about me felt dull. I looked dull, and I realized it at the time, but I didn't really, really realize it until I got out of it. So I'm fortunate enough to have my own space right now for the first time since I was probably, I think this is only the second time since before I had my child that I've had any of space to myself. Because even when relationships weren't bad, I was overgiving and I would run myself into the ground, driving people around, just like I was an overgiver, okay? Anyway, I get it if any of you do these things. I would say set some goals for yourself, even if it's one goal. I would like to say one goal a week, but one goal a month. I'm gonna set 30 minutes out of my day to go and sit down and do whatever it is that you want to do, without kids, without partners, friends. Do something for yourself. Read, art, whatever that thing is. I will really ask you to take time to do that, because doing these things is cleansing for your body, your soul, your mind. It can really help you through tough times. I used to get these, I still do, which I just enjoy them. But I would, during a couple of different bad times, believe it or not, what would help me is I would just come home, like when I got a moment, and I would get these this one's called Tropical World, these adult coloring books. I got myself a nice selection of colored pencils, markers, whatever you want. And believe it or not, just sitting there for 30 minutes coloring and taking my mind off of whatever I was going through at the moment, that is so healthy. Simple things you like to do. I highly recommend it so that you don't get drained. Well, you're going to get drained if you're in those relationships, but it helps you center. Let's just say that, okay? I'm gonna start shuffling, and then we'll you know, we'll talk more about it. We'll see what the message is first of all about all this. But I just want to say that I've been there, and I hope that you can get out of these situations. I've had it. Not just relationships. I've had it with family too. Family is actually what made me do this sudden move, because I could not take it any longer. The toxic environment was, I went from one draining relationship to a draining, love relationship to a draining family relationship. But I had to go through those things. I don't know why exactly yet. I mean, I know personally, I'm not gonna just sit here and spew it all out right this second, but it's just different like karmic lessons and or soul growth that I needed to go through to get to the point of now feeling so much better. Okay, I'm feeling the life come back into my body. My goals, I'm getting back into my workout routine. I'm doing this video early tonight because this is a goal, doing these videos after working all day, sharing messages. A goal tonight is to pre-cook some good, healthy meals so that I can make like bowls and stuff so that I have food that I can take with me, because I have a lot of goals right now, including really being careful with my budget. I have a lot, you know, that's riding on me alone. But I'm happy about that, because a goal was also to stand on my own 2 feet with no help from anyone else, which is a goal I am achieving at the moment. So set goals for yourself, and if you're still in those relationships, please make goals and plans to get out of them so that you can get your life back. I know how hard it is, and I'm not making light out of it, but trust me, I have done it multiple times. I'm not speaking casually or callously to you all, because I know how hard it can be to start from the bottom. I know it. But it's either start from the bottom and make a move, make a plan and make a goal, make a move, or let somebody completely drain you until you don't even recognize yourself any longer. I hope for the best for you, okay? I really do. I only come up here to give you I'm not here to really guide anyone. I'm just speaking on personal experiences, and as a friend, even if you only know me online, to know that I really mean those things that I'm saying to you. I really do. I wish the best for you all. Okay. Let me not get emo on you guys. Okay, so the cards are to this message are going to be the Chariot, Justice. I didn't mean to pull this out in reverse, but I did, and it's the Hanging Man, and Two of Cups. Okay. The Chariot is usually forward movement. Justice is what justice sounds like. It could be justice for you. It could be spiritually someone else getting justice for what they've done to you. The Hanging Man is usually purposely a man hanging comfortably for the most part, or that's not the important part. Hanging Man is, he's hanging there for a reason. He's hung himself up to take the time to reflect probably and do all the things that he needs to do to think about the situation. He's just taking a moment, okay? And the Two of Cups is usually partnership. Okay, so then we had Cast the Circle, which is raising vibrations. I'll read all this to you. Okay, so let's start with these. Like I said, the Chariot is usually forward movement, so I'm not gonna say, I'm gonna read the message, because then I know what these cards are, but I'm not gonna just say it's this, because I like to read it because it kind of like gives me a little bit more of a thought towards what I'm going to say, okay? Let's see. Hopefully I can find these quickly. The Chariot. It's a card of triumph it's a card of triumph, though not without effort. It informs you that self-discipline will be required, but if you can master this, then victory can be achieved. It signifies the qualities required to succeed over any obstacles that lie ahead. Self-discipline is a key word here, together with focus and perseverance. Well, that goes along with the message. This card tends to show an inner conflict rather than external that needs to be controlled in order to achieve success. Therefore, focus is needed upon one path. Scattered energies will not bring achievement. Goals will not bring achievement of the goal. The Chariot can also indicate travel. Excuse me. So like we were talking about, forward movement and goals, okay? Discipline. Justice. Justice is very much a card of balance, though more of the rational, logical kind, using the intellectual mind rather than emotional self. A balanced mind will be required in order to come into a well-balanced decision that is fair and reasonable for all concerned. Can represent legal rulings upon a matter falling in favor of the rightful side. Legal documents are implied, including marriage agreements. Justice usually has a beneficial outcome unless other cards indicate otherwise. Okay, let's not go there. So, Hangman in reverse. Let's see. Like I said, it's an event. He's hanging in a voluntary position. It is, life may seem to be in a period of suspension, but this offers the opportunity to look at matters from a different and fresh perspective, which will bring a possible solution through better understanding. So in reverse, you're not waiting. I think you're ready to move when it's in reverse. Okay. To the Two of Cups, which is partnership. I'm going to read it. I don't probably need to, but I'm going to. Beautiful card is always a welcome sight with regard to romantic relationships. With the Two of Cups, the relationship is surrounded by an atmosphere of harmony and balance, kindness and silent understanding that words cannot express. It's a delightful bond that cannot be imagined without the other. You are deliciously intoxicated and the feeling is mutual. With the energy of this card, there have been quarrels or disputes between loved ones. Then the Two of Cups can bring reconciliation and rediscovery of the emotions that originally held this unity together. Okay. So, the Chariot is forward movement, discipline, and self-mastery, goals. Okay, so we're making goals so that we can get justice for we can get justice for what we've been through, okay? Balancing ourselves within. This is how you make your goals. You deal with what you're going through. You try to look at the lessons so that you can balance yourself inside. You can heal, so that you don't have to be in a hangman position, okay? You can then move forward to your Two of Cups, which is a new partnership, all right? But we must balance. We must have goals. We must have self-discipline, okay? We must heal. We've been during this time, we've been in a hangman position to figure out why, what, when, how we got in these positions, okay? But it's in reverse, so we're ready. So once you do that, get ready to move. I mean, for myself, I am the hangman in reverse. I'm done. I'm moving forward, okay? Because I personally would like to get a Two of Cups, and that's in every area of life. I would love positive business partnerships. Or no, I'm open to it. I'm open to partnerships romantically. I'm open to wonderful friends. I'm open to community. Okay, I'm ready. All right, good message. Cast the circle. Let's see. I don't know if I showed you it. Cast the circle. Raising vibrations. That can only be positive. Raising vibrations, sacred space, taking the extra step, as in don't skip the step. Casting the circle is a necessary step of spell work. They say like that the circle around is protective, okay? So, you can sit down if you want to meditate, and you can put crystals around you, anything you want to around you. I would think that would have to do with nature, positive things, okay, for protection. During your spell work, if that's what you do, your prayer, your meditation, It protects you from outside influences that would rather not see you succeed. But the circle also amplifies a witch's power. It is a container that acts like a battery, giving you the energy you need to see real results. Casting a circle is a step that should not be avoided. I haven't done that, although I do know about that. But oddly enough, I do have some circular things on my table that I do cards on, and I am aware of it. But maybe I'll take more notice of that when I am meditating and stuff, for sure. And maybe I can find something like a small round little mirror or something like that to just have something circular around. Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, sure. Okay. The card is guiding you to do things the right way, avoid cutting corners, and follow the established order of things. You may be anxious and seeking ways to skip ahead of the hard work or shorten the amount of time, goals, and balance, okay? Essentially but doing so will hurt you in the end. So essentially this is a measure twice and cut once card that ensures you have what you need before getting started. Okay. You may need additional resources, skills. That could be your goal, to get out of these toxic relationships that are draining you. If you have to go take a class, a course, go to school, get a different job, get any of these things, just you might need to enhance your skills to be able to move forward. I mean, I had to. I started at one position in my job, and I've moved up through the ranks to where I am in a different position that I enjoy much better. I'm not saying that it gave me huge financial gains. It did give me some. It has definitely been going upward, okay? I had to learn. I had to learn completely new skills I never learned before. So I mean, it's true. All right. Anyway, patience, compassion, and understanding will benefit you greatly in the long term. Okay, that's pretty much what all of this is about, because we talked about that in the cards, right? Moving forward, inner balance, just making moves, goals. Mushroom card says, what am I doing for others today? Well, that's the first, that one actually came out on its own. And what I will say, what I took from that is, well, you could take it as, what am I doing for others today? I'm going to take it as, maybe you're doing too much for others today. Okay? Balance. Balance. Give of yourself with love freely, but have boundaries, set goals that I need 30 minutes to myself today. If you all are hurt by it, I suggest, and I'm saying this, so I would say to my partner, if that is bothering you, then you need to get some more goals. Okay, because I'm not going to drop my goals to make you feel better. Does that sound selfish? Yes, and it is selfish in a good way. Take that from an overgiver. I got to the point where I was like, I'm taking an hour or 2 hours if I want to go work out. Now my child is an adult, so I can do that. But even when they were around the house, I'm going to do my goals. I wished I would have been a lot more strict, a lot quicker, because I wouldn't have gotten the life drained out of me so many times. Okay? What are you doing for yourself today? I will strive for progress, not perfection. Exactly. Just make goals. None of us are perfect. Goals. This week, I'm going to read that book I wanted to read. I'm going to stop eating ice cream every night before bed. I'm going to start a new workout program. I'm going to take a walk around the block and get some fresh air for 30 minutes when my family's driving me batty. All of these things are goals, and they don't have to be huge goals, but you do have to be disciplined. Okay? I guess that's it. Let's do a couple initials for anyone who's thinking of someone that this might be pertaining to. I'm not. I'm just sharing experiences. Q, I, G, H. There might be a duck outside. I have huge ducks out here. And I. H, Q, I, G. Those are some initials for you. Yeah, they like to make a mess of my porch. So while they're cute, they sleep in the bushes, and it's a little nature world over here between the cats and the ducks and all these things. Ducks are messy. Okay, cute is cute, but poo is poo. I don't like the poo. Good thing I got a good sprayer. Wow, I just ended that in my typical goofball way, but it's the truth though. Yeah, I do not kid you when it is cute that they're here in the yard all the time. Now, keep in mind there's a park with an entire river and lakes and everything else, but the neighbors apparently feed them well, so they like to be over here. I do not believe in feeding wild animals, like birds and ducks, because I feel like they naturally know how to do that for themselves, but to each their own. To each their own. Okay. All right, so that's it, I guess. Good luck, structure, discipline, goals. Get away from people who drain your golden light and make you look like the life energy is coming out of you. You are a light being, and you should be radiating that from the inside out. And if you will do these things for you, this is just advice. This is just not advice. I don't want to give you advice. I don't know. I don't want to be anybody's, like, I don't want to tell you what to do. I will say, if you start doing some of these things for yourself, you might see some glow coming back into your body and out of your body. Prayer, meditation, nature, goals. Okay? Form severe boundaries with anyone who is draining you. I'm not saying to cut them out of your life. I have, but you know, if it's somebody like your mom or dad, you know, you love them no matter what. I would say it's probably pretty unconditional, but you can form strong boundaries and love them from a distance, right? So you get your glow back. Okay. All right, that's it. I'm getting out of here. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to like. At the very least, it just helps the channel circulate out there in the world for people who would like to hear any of this, and or just want a safe place or a fun place or a warm place to spend 30 minutes or so with. Okay? Maybe they don't have anyone else. Okay? So if you do that, it will help other people be able to view it that might need a friend today. Okay? Love you guys. See you soon. Make those goals.